I started my studies at a small school in Visakha Vidyalaya. That's my hometown. And then I passed my scholarship and came to Visakha Vidyalaya in Colombo. My my school was a big turning point in my life because I tell this story, I think it might come up even later in the conversation. When I came to Visakha, I really knew nothing, almost nothing about English. I have this famous story where I tell everybody where the first day of my school, so we were seated and the child next to me, the student, said, can you pick up that handkerchief under your chair? So now I knew chair, I knew pick up. I didn't know what handkerchief meant. So I was now trying to figure out, okay, what should I do? And I think right now, almost anybody would know what a handkerchief meant. That's why I always be like, if I could learn English, I think anybody could learn English. So my school was, I recognized my school as a turning point because one, it really opened up this opportunity for me to get into the language. Because that was, there was another incident. So I was very small, but I remember these incidents very vividly. So to say it had a very strong impact on me. We have this game called, it's not a game, P language. Have you heard of it?
Yes.
So I was good at the P language, but I was not good at English. So somebody said, Hapai du puyu punopo. So I translated that in my head. How do you know? But I didn't know what that meant. So I remember going to one of my friends and was like, what does how do you know mean? And I remember the shock in her face. She was a good friend. So I could see like, she was trying to tell me what it meant without making me sound like an idiot, right? And I could see that. So those were like moments where I was anyway, even as a child, I had a lot of self-awareness in me. So those were like few moments where I felt like, okay, you're bad at English. You need to figure out English. And for some reason, we were the first batch who were offered to do O-level in English medium. I was bad at English, but for some reason I opted to do it in English medium. I remember like there were almost every other day I would come home, I would cry saying, I can't, I'm going to revert back to Sinhala medium. But every other day I kept going. And I also, so my parents sort of let me be a very independent child. And they didn't try to push or force things to me. But whenever I needed help, whenever I called something out, they were there. So for O-level, I didn't go for tuition for many subjects. Because my English was bad, I got this tutor who was an amazing. We called him Bandara sir. And he really covered all the bases from grammar to spoken English to whatever, everything. So I learned my basics and pretty much the whole of my English knowledge from him. And then things got easier and whatnot.